Hey! What's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny? What's going on, people?
What's going on, people?
It is the day of another day that we call Monday. Anybody being said, what's going on, people? Hopefully everybody's doing everything as far as being safe in this world we're living in, knocking down doors and making your dreams come true and practicing ignore. Now, there's so many things that went through my mind and stuff, and I'm going to share just a little bit with you, just a small little bit, because it's a lot. You ever notice that when you do bad things, you get rewarded? Did you realize that a lot of things in this world, when people do bad things, mean things, they're rewarded for the bad behavior, and the nice person always finishes last? In some cases, they don't even finish at all. A lot of times I learned when people are very ruthless, they lie, kill, murder, and they prosper, and a person who tried to do everything right, go through the books, do everything that's the right way, don't. If you can sit back and realize there are a lot of there's a TV show host, I'm not going to knock her, but at the end of the day, in order to get ratings, you have to create some form of hate or something that makes people clench. And the more you do that, it brings views, it brings revenue. A lot of times when doing reality shows and stuff, if you're the nice person, stuff like that, nobody wants to watch, which means your ratings go down. Now, if you got violence and corruption and somebody's doing something, or you may think somebody's going to get killed, you're rewarded. We got a president of the United States that's basically got to the position he is in his life. It's because he spewed out hate, and you see, it got him all the way to the White House. And not only got him to the White House, you're watching a lot of people that's suffering for this. And there was also, you know, it's sad because people that's voted for him and stuck by him were people even LGBT, and basically you would think they would know better, but they would not. I don't talk about colorism, I don't talk about racism too much, only because simple fact of the matter is that as a black person I realize we are lost souls. Even though you have a black person that stand up in the forefront that'll fight for black people, you're also going to have somebody black that's going to attack them. We had a black president that's inside the office, and I watched black people attack him. Now, the thing about it was, like, I was looking to someone else that was saying, well, black people feel as though he was there for them. The thing is, he couldn't do enough. But if you look at everything now, they're talking about something, oh, we need him back. But when you had him there, you didn't appreciate him. And I always find it amazing how black people flick it. Oh, well, they got the picture Panther. We need to see that. A Black Panther movie, but it doesn't matter. There's so many black people being murdered, and there are black people hanging from trees, and the simple fact of the matter is that the black man that's supposed to be the strong man is not there, and there's always the black woman that's standing in the forefront, putting her life in jeopardy. And then where is the black man? Why is it that the black man will only come up and try to beat me up, or beat a woman up, or hell, even kill his own brother, before he stands for justice within himself? And when I say that, I'm not saying this in reference to make racial fighting and stuff like that. That's not what I'm saying at all. The problem is when you have a black woman that holds a man down in a lot of cases, when he gets a lot of money, his accolades, his money, and him being rewarded for, you know, for his activities and someone that's in his corner, he goes and he marries a white woman. And that's fine. If that's what you want to do, that's what you do. I just find it amazing that there are so many black women out here that he could give the money to and help. He refused to give it to her. He says that the white woman respects him more. But the thing about it is that he doesn't talk to the white woman the same way he talks to the black woman. He calls the white woman my baby, my boo, basically. He tells the white woman she's a black bitch, she's a man, she's bro. He disrespects her so many terms and so many levels. He slaps her, he degrades her, and then at the end of the day, he sits back and say, I watched her make meanies of black women, and it just constantly put them down. And he says, well, black women are the black angry bitches, but you abuse them, but then at the end of the day, when you get money, you leave them. Then you have the NFL thing that's going across. You have Colin Kaepernick that's basically sit down for need for justice and saying, listen, They're killing us. You have another black man that's going to come up on and attack Colin Kaepernick for standing for justice. There's always somebody in racism that goes against their own when it comes to standing up. And it's funny because we always try, with black people, we have to do the freedom fight. We have to find those avenues of creating peace, and we also murder. When we go outside the door and we see cop cars now, we feel like we're going to be murdered. We don't feel like that's the person that's coming to save us. We thinking that the side of that car says protect and serve. Protect us with bullets and service. Now, their type of law, which is mean stand your ground, which takes place in Florida, this and a bunch of states are taking on that law. And basically, stand your ground means that if someone comes upon you, feel like your life is threatened, you can kill them without a lawyer, a prosecutor. You just tell the situation, you just go home and sleep. But it's those stand your ground laws for black people as well. So can black people just kill people in these states and just stand their ground? Or will the accolades as far as the system be the same way? Now, I know one thing a lot of times, I saw those laws and stuff, those laws really should work for good people. But there are a lot of bad people that's going to take advantage of that law. And a lot of good people are going to be killed because of that law. And the sad part about it is that you are rewarded once again for bad behavior. And it seems like when you do bad things in this world, you are rewarded. I could do a channel in reference to trans women being murdered, trans death, and trans stuff like that. And I know my views are going to be very low because I'm problematic. I'm too political, and that's fine. But the thing about it is, my thing is saving souls. And I may think that some people are very uncomfortable with me. Even people on my channel sometimes get very uncomfortable in the settings that I'm trying to produce. And the reason why I do this type of settings is because I'm trying to keep you aware and awake. But a lot of times people don't find that as far as being information, as far as being credible to their life. I don't need to know this. But there are a lot of people who don't know. There are a lot of people who are being killed. And it's not being a media outpour. There's been trans women that's been murdered. When the last time you saw a media outpour of a trans woman or a trans man out there being murdered? When is the last time you've seen the outpour? When the last time you've seen all over the news? Tell me how bad you've seen it. I watched the outpour on pause when the gay people got killed. But why don't the trans women get to receive the same type of thing? Why is it that her death is justified when she's murdered? Why is it that when she goes home and she's killed in her own house, there is not an outroar? Why is it when she's murdered in her own place, she's misgendered, she's made fun of? I have to do videos tons of times of people who signed on for her death. And it becomes very overwhelming. So I'm starting to really believe that why should I give a fuck anymore? Because at the end of the day, it seems like nobody seems to give a fuck about the people who try to do good things when it seems like all they can focus on the bad shit out here. And it's sad. Every day I wake up, I try to find another way not to give a fuck. And I've been working on myself very strongly on that matter. I learned not to care as much. Every day it is a process. Because me as a person, I care about people. So I have to do a process to make myself less present. I have to make myself stay back further away from the situation. I have to separate myself and doing videos in reference to a woman that's been murdered. I have to take myself and make myself less present in situations. Because I realized one thing in life, that even if one day, God forbid, I'm murdered, it's not going to be that personal. It will not be that serious. And it won't give a fuck. And at the end of the day, I watch a lot of girls being killed and nobody's talking about them any longer. But I watch other people being murdered and killed. And if it's not one of us celebrating or doing something very sporadic, it's not noticed or cared about. And I noticed the pattern for so long. And I get very tired. And I ask myself every day, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? It's a waste of time. So I'm becoming less present with situations and learning not to give a fuck to. Anyway, the being said, I just wanted to share this with you, maybe business, stuff like that, but at the end of the day, I feel like I have to share this story with you, and I learned that a lot of times when people do good things, they are not rewarded. No good deed goes unpunished. No good deed goes unpunished. So when you do good deeds for things, you're going to be punished for it. But if you do bad things, killing, murder, putting people down, making people want to commit suicide, have people trying to kill themselves, doing pranks, you're rewarded. So that's the message we're giving to young people, and now we can't understand why they act so bad. when you're sitting there delivering this message to them, and then you can't understand where they're getting it from when you're actually the ones doing it. Anyway, that being said, subscribe to my channel at the top of this Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. I want to hear your comments and your information at the bottom. Please leave it there. And I want to let you know I love you. And thank you for watching. Catch the rain.
All right now. Like I said before, if you have a story me to cover, please email me at ravenover@yahoo.com. I know you like to leave the stories down in the comment section, but please send it to ravenover@yahoo.com. At the top, guess what? There's an Instagram button. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. Did you subscribe yet? Oh, come on, man. Subscribe to my channel. What do you mean I don't want to? Subscribe to my channel. Love you. Love you.